Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of J&D Sports Talk. Today is Tuesday, September 10th. Yeah, September 10th. Today we're going to talk about college football week 2 reaction, some reaction to some of the games that happened this weekend, and we're also going to do a little college football week 3 preview. I'm also going to give you my Monday Night Football recap. That this week's Monday Night Football game was the Jets and the 49ers. I'm also going to give you a little update about the Carolina Panthers, and I'm going to give you my top 5 sports. Stay tuned. Alright guys, last night the San Francisco 49ers beat the Jets. It was 31-19, I believe. I watched the game. Not a good game for the Jets. I was kind of right with my prediction. They didn't get steamrolled, but they definitely got beat pretty bad. Aaron Rodgers didn't play that bad. He played good, for his age, coming off an Achilles tear. He played pretty good. Brock Purdy didn't do too bad. A couple of bad throws, but he did good. It was a good game, in my opinion. People are not happy about Christian McCaffrey being announced out for the game an hour and a half before it started. That could be something the Niners knew about and didn't say anything about, but you don't know that. The running back, though, Mason, for the Niners, he had a really good game. I mean, no McCaffrey, they're going to throw the ball, Debo in the backfield a lot, but Niners, they still ran the ball. Mason had like a 100-yard game. He almost, I think. He had a good game, touchdown, just a really good game, good career moment. He looked pretty good. Brandon Ayuk was terrible. First game with his new contract that he held out and cried for. Did bad. Debo Samuel did pretty good. Kittle did good. Kyle Juszczyk did good. And that Niners defense, man, they are a really good unit. Niners look the same. They look like Super Bowl contenders, and they look like they can win it. As expected. Meanwhile, on the Jets side, that 8-5 Aaron Rodgers to Garrett Wilson's a really good connection. Breece Hall is a good player on that Jets offense too. Allen Lazard had a couple of catches. Mike Williams didn't do too good, but Jets blocking wasn't too bad. But early in the game, Lazard had a drop and then a throw to, and then Breece Hall fumbled, turned the ball over, and then Aaron Rodgers was picked off a deflection. And when Breece Hall fumbled, he rarely fumbles. That was a really good play by Fred Warner. Fred Warner, the best linebacker in the NFL. That was a really good play, punching the ball out. But, it was a good game. Jets defense did all right, but they didn't stop the run. Then, later in the game, the Niners offense just started playing well. It was a good game, good Monday Night Football game. It went as I expected it. Rodgers didn't do too bad. He did pretty good. People around him didn't do great. Niners pretty much dominated in a lot of aspects of the game. It was a good game for sure. All right, guys, I'm going to give you my college football week 2 reaction. Okay. First game I'm going to talk about is Northern Illinois upsetting Notre Dame. That was insane. That was Northern Illinois first win against a team that's ranked in the top 10, I believe. Notre Dame, who went into this game ranked as 5, which I believe they're number 18 now, or even lower as they should be. That was just terrible by them. Good game by Northern Illinois. Insane upset. And then we're going to go on to the Tar Heels to beat the Charlotte 49ers. It was a good game. We didn't play great. We played good later in the game. We had some good splash plays. Connor Farrell hit, I believe it was J.J. Jones on that deep play early in the game that got a touchdown. That was a really good play. Couple big plays. Hampton and Nesbitt got a little shaken up from the game. Hopefully they're good. But, it was a good game. We should have beat that team better than what we did, but we still won. 2-0. Keep fighting, keep winning. Now, this was a good game. Alabama and South Florida. Alabama, it was a slow start, and then Alabama just took it and ran away with it. Alabama played good. And then the big game that happened at noon, Texas and Michigan. Texas destroyed Michigan. That was a good game. Then it turned lopsided. Texas did everything they wanted to do to Michigan. Michigan struggled throwing the ball, playing defense. No answer for Quinn Ewers and the Texas offense. Isaiah Bond, and no answer for them. No answer from Michigan at all. Tulane and Kansas State. Why am I talking about this game? I was almost right. I said Tulane was going to pull off an upset here. They almost did against 17. Kansas State, they almost did. It came down to the last play. Tulane played really good. Syracuse upset Georgia Tech. I was really happy with that one. I like Syracuse a lot. 31-28, I believe it was. 31-29, one of the two. Good game by Syracuse. Kyle McCord balled out, and they got the job done at home against Georgia Tech. This game was a blowout. Tennessee, NC State. Tennessee won. They put up 51 points, I believe. It was a blowout. I guess it was a good game, but Tennessee dominated. And I do want to say last video I made talking about college football, I said for Tennessee, Joe Milton balled out. I forgot he's on New England now in the NFL. And when I said he balled out last week, I was talking about Cam Ward for Miami. A lot of players, a lot of teams we talk about on this podcast, a lot of different sports. Like I said, we talk about football, baseball, hockey. We even talk about food and different kind of things. It's another reason you should subscribe. Anyway, Clemson, Boise State. Clemson, they got back on track. Put up 66 points. Cade Klubnik had a good game. It was a good game by Clemson. They bounced back. It's always, you get knocked down in something, but it depends on how you fight back and how you get up. Clemson got knocked down and beat down and stomped down by Georgia. Very next week, they fight back, put up 66 points against Boise State. Georgia could be a team that Clemson beats later on in the season. I said this before. It's good that Clemson fought back and bounced back, which is what I believe the Panthers are going to do this week, hopefully. But yeah, that's my reaction for college football this week. As far as little preview here, wrote down some key games, I thought. Arizona and Kansas State. I think Arizona wins this one. They're both ranked teams. I think Arizona's going to win this one. Alabama and Wisconsin. I think Alabama got this one. It's at noon. I'm probably going to watch it before the Tar Heels play at 6. I think Bama's going to win that one, but I think it'll be a little closer. LSU will beat South Carolina. Missouri will beat Boston College. Oregon versus Oregon State. The rivalry. Oregon's going to win that one. Notre Dame versus Purdue. I got Purdue. I don't know who's going to win that game. Doesn't really bother me. Either Notre Dame's going to fall flat on their face since Northern Illinois. Or they are going to dominate and look at themselves in the mirror and say, did we really lose that game? Tar Heels at NC Central. I don't really know who that team is. All I know is it better be a win. Alright, guys. It was received earlier that Derek Brown is going to be out for the rest of the 2024 season for the Carolina Panthers with a torn meniscus in his knee. That really sucks for us. He's the best player on our team. If we couldn't take any more punches from Sunday, took another one. Prayers, hope he gets better soon. As far as who's going to play there, it's going to be obviously probably LeBrain Ray is going to get more playing time. On the D line, it's going to be Ashawn Robinson, Shai Tuttle, and probably Ray. And then obviously, Clowney rushing and all that. But, as far as Sunday, I talked about it a little bit the other day. What happened against the Saints, kind of flushing that game as a fan base, as a team. Learn from it. A humbling game. We'll bounce back. We're going to win Sunday against the Chargers. All right, guys, I'm going to be giving you my top 5 sports. I am going based off these watching and playing. Both are taken into consideration. Number 5, I'm going to go with golf. I do not like watching it. You will have to pay me to sit down and watch golf all day. But it's pretty fun to play. I wouldn't play it every day. Like it wouldn't really be a hobby. But, it's fun to play here and there, especially with your friends. It's fun to play, underrated, but, it's not something I'd sit down and watch or play every single day. And, but it's a good sport. Hit the ball from hundreds of yards away into a little hole, and you get better at it. The more better you are at it, the funner you have. But golf, number 5, I like playing it. It's fun. Number 4, I'm going to go with basketball. I don't really like watching NBA. Like, it's all right. The NBA is all right. But just regular season games are so boring to watch. They don't try. They don't even play defense. They just kind of just guard, and then they make it, get the ball, and just keep going. It's fun to play, though, with a few of your friends at the park or whatever. It's fun to play. It's really fun to play. Play it for a few hours if you have competitive players around you. Number 3, I got hockey. I recently got into hockey 2 years ago, I'd say. It's very entertaining. I don't play it. I've never really tried to skate on ice. But, I played with a stick and puck, and I've skated, obviously, but not on ice. But it's a very fun sport to watch, not just the fights, but they bang into the walls, hits, body checks, shoot the puck 80 miles an hour, and it's just a very fun sport to watch. They go back and forth, sliding the puck on ice, hitting, fighting, and it's just the crowds too you see on TV. I'm gonna try to go to an NHL game soon, obviously, but my first one soon. But they seem very fun to be. I go to a local team's hockey games. Not going to say that for obvious reasons, but I go to some local hockey games for a professional hockey team. It's very fun, and it's just a competitive sport, and it gets chippy really quick. It's a good sport. Number 2, I got baseball. Yo, what do they do? Just stand there for 3 hours and catch a ball, wait for them to hit to it? No. You gotta understand baseball. You gotta understand the situations, understand what could happen every pitch. It's very hard hitting a baseball at most levels. You gotta get your timing right. You gotta get all your mechanics right. I'm pretty good at baseball. I play on some teams and all that. Not the best, but I'm pretty good at it. And pitchers, they throw 90-some miles an hour every pitch, and it's very hard to hit, and ball goes so high in the air, you got to catch it. Balls get hit hard. You just got to have good communication, good chemistry. It's a hard sport to play, and it's fun to watch as long as you know the situations. Number 1, I got football. It's the best sport. It's the greatest sport. You know, I always play it. I'm really good at it. Love watching it. It's one of my favorite things in the world. Not much to say there, but football. You know, like I just said, not much to say about it. One of my favorite things in the world. My favorite sport, and a really fun thing to do and watch. All right, guys, that's going to be it for today's episode. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Please check out our Twitter and TikTok at J&D Sports Talk. I am going to post a Twitter. I'm going to tweet on Twitter about a video about for Friday. Let me know some takes you guys have about NFL, about college football. It could be about anything, and we'll react to them. That'll be a tweet and maybe even a TikTok. But yeah, check that out. Let us know. We will try to interact with every single one, and eventually we're gonna do like a Q&A video and all that kind of stuff. So thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, subscribe. Like I said, check out our Twitter and TikTok at J&D Sports Talk.